Yo, 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 what's up, what's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house with the one, the only. You know him as the Indelible One. Of course, you are the Indelible Family, the Indelible Tribe. And we have the Indelible One here himself.
The Rainmaker.
The
DBL Nix in the house.
DBL Nix, and of course, the prancing stonk queen herself, the one, the only, DBL Moms.
AKA the Serengeti Specialist.
The Serengeti Specialist, yes, indeed.
sirree.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not following us on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. And if you don't mind, do what this young man asks, por favor.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing is always caring, Doubles. It's always caring.
Yes, sirree.
Absolutely. Let's do that. Let's share. And of course, you can follow us on x.com, aka Twitter, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And of course, you can also follow us on Twitch at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And finally, we're going to be streaming on social media platforms. And then after that, we're going to be streaming on our own private Discord. And we invite you to come and see us really dig in deep with our streaming and going in depth on our stream on our Discord. We have a special available. There's a link in the description and in the pinned comment so that you can come and join us for 5 days for just $1. Our regular
Sweet.
price is $39.99, right?
Yep.
So you can check that out. We're going to be streaming on the Discord right after this stream is over. Okay, so that's what's going on. Just a reminder, this is a show. This is not financial or stock advice. We are not stock or financial professionals, and we're not giving any kind of advice for stocks or finances. It's just a show.
Da 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 da. Hey.
That's it. Let's get into it. So, yesterday, we notified our Discord members about VVPR, and it ran like a Dickens this morning. It ran up a whopping 121%. You could see that we had originally formed a pennant over here, which broke out, and then a falling wedge over here, and it broke out, and now it is forming what appears to be a very bullish pattern, and we expect the stock to pull back. But we had also called AP, which ran 119% for our Discord, and GXAI, which ran 107%. So let's take a look at some of these stocks. Let's take a look at VVPR, just so you know what's going on with it and why. We did a due diligence video on it last night. And yeah, that video came out before its parabolic run this morning. Number one, the float's 1.3 million. Number two, the volume currently is at 18 million. So even though it's pulling back, it had a really strong move. And why did it have that move? Because it had news that they secured an extension to their $34 million financing facility agreement. This news came out yesterday at 4:38, and of course we caught it early. You know that. Come on now.
Yes, sir.
Hashtag no 10% runners, baby. So now we're looking at VVPR, and it looks quite bearish because you know what? It's that story. What have you done for me lately, Doubles?
What have you done for me lately?
What have you done for me lately? Yeah, you ran up 121%. Okay, all right. But right now, this moment, good morning, Naveed. What's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing, brother?
Good morning.
Good morning. But right now, this moment, we got a triple top right over here. So if I get the graffiti pencil out, you got a top over here, a top over there, and a top over here. It's a little bit of an irregular top. You could even say it's an irregular head and shoulders if you want. You could do that, right? So you could do this right here and put a shoulder here and connect these shoulders right here, which would be indicative of the price action dropping down. Now, if it can hold VWAP, let's get the other pencil out. If it can hold VWAP, and that's a big question, maybe we see a bounce, a continued bounce. It has strong news, it has volume, but it is in a pulling back phase. And not to worry, ladies and gents. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well, Naveed. We got Orlando asking about RVYL. Let's see what's going on with Orlando's RVYL.
Let's see.
Okay, so we're looking at it, and it needs a lot of volume. Look at how staccato these candlesticks are, and this is a 5-minute chart. To show you even more clearly, if we go to the 1 minute, look at this. Look at how staccato the 1 minute chart is. Look at that. There's very little meat on the bones of these candles, so there's not a lot of attention on it. Now, it looks like it's trying to form what could be considered a double bottom, but without having volume, it's not really a valid double bottom. And what we can see when we go into the 5 minute chart is that what's really happening is you're having episodes of barcoding. You can see it right here, okay, which is indicative of liquidity being provided by market makers, which means that you're going to have a lot of choppy action, and this stock is going to move very, very slow. This last candle had a whopping 2,600 shares, so there is not a lot of volume going on. But what we'll do is we'll create some key levels. So you got support over here, support over here, support over here, support over here, resistance here, and resistance here, and resistance over here, and of course we can keep going up. There's more resistance here, here, and of course the high of the day. So it needs a lot of volume to become schmexy. Otherwise it's not schmexy. So right now, not schmexy. All right, hope that answers your question, Orlando. Let's go to the next ticker. I'm gonna get me some espresso ice doubles.
Some espresso.
Oh. Getting over that cold. Had some laryngitis yesterday with that cold. You know, the ticker that was moving earlier was VRPX, right behind VVPR. And let's go ahead and clear out this drawing over here. Let's clear out the old drawing. Let's neaten it up a little bit. Let's zoom in. And what we got over here is we have this ugly top tail over here. That is the prevailing wind, if you will. And you can see in the RSI we had an overbought area. The price action dipped, and now it's moving back into the potentially overbought area, but it's not quite there. You don't have a heck of a lot of volume, 180,000 shares moving. They had news of positive results of swine model pilot study for Probudor. This came out at 7:30. You do have a float of only 1 million, so the float's very low. Volume is 10 million. Certainly worth watching. It might be trying to form a cup and handle, but it's still not there. It needs volume, but I would say it's definitely a side chart, doubles.
Side chart.
Side chart, FLA. Ladies and gentlemen, side chart.
FLA.
FLA, baby. Side chart, VRPX. We'll keep an eye on you. If you get some volume, you could start getting schmexy. You just need some volume. It's like vitamin volume.
Vitamin V.
Vitamin V. Volume. That's all they need.
Orlando says thank you.
My pleasure, Orlando. My pleasure, brother. Anytime. MAXN is a ticker that a lot of folks have been chatting about, but you can see it's just consolidating right now. Consolidating, and if we zoom in, you can see that it is barcoding. We don't like barcoding, doubles. No. Barcoding means there's no liquidity, which is a fancy way of saying there's no volume. It needs vitamin V. Volume.
The vitamin V, baby.
The vitamin V.
As prescribed by the PhD.
PhD in Bangernomics. Yes, that's right. The rainmaker. The solid rainmaker.
The rainmaker.
The rainmaker.
Yes, PhD in vitamin
LGVN. LGVN moving. Now, this is a ticker we spoke about yesterday. We're going to go take a look at it. It's up 143%. Longeveron announces U.S. FDA grant, regenerative medicine, advanced therapy. It's a 3 million stock, and it's currently got 15 million volume. It's parabolique.
Parabolique.
This is schmexiness at its best, ladies and gentlemen.
Schmexy.
This is schmexy. Schmexy.
Yes, sir.
This is the 5 minute chart. It's extended. It's extended, but it's still moving. Let's take a look at the 1 minute.
1 minute.
We're looking at the 1 minute. Here we go. Here we go. Bangernomics A, B, C, A, B, C, D. Come on, will it give me an A, B, C, D? It is super extended. We don't want it to go any further than that. That would be, that would be like a little bit too much, right? Let's clear the drawings. Let's clear the drawings and start over. Let's do this. We don't want it to go lower than, let's say, right there with the graffiti pencil. Right?
Is it graffiti pencil time?
I think so. Maybe we can, maybe. Ooh. I mean, it's super extended, but it would be nice if it did this. It would be nice. It would be nice if it did an ABCD pattern, but it is extended, and we have that top tail.
We don't like top
We
tails.
don't like top tails, ladies and gentlemen.
We
You
like
know
the
this.
bottom tails.
We like a little bit of bottom tail. A little
Tail.
bit of bottom tail, ladies and gentlemen. And right now we're getting a lot of top tails. A doji, if this can move beyond this level right here, let's go ahead and get the other graffiti pencil out. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. We want to get above this level. It's not giving it to us, and of course it's extended, so it may not do an ABCD. I wouldn't be jumping into this right now. It's got to prove itself. It's got to break through this area right here. Let's go ahead and put a little ringy dingy over here. Let's put a little ringy dingy right here, right there. We want to see it go beyond this mark right here. Let's get rid of this mark right here. We don't need that right now. We don't need that right now. And right now it's pulling back. So LGVN, you had a nice little run. We called you yesterday in our private Discord, and today you ran 143%. Thank you very much. Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the memories, ladies and gentlemen. But what have you done for me lately? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to VPR. And remember, we said that there was a triple top going on with VPR, and we expected it to drop down. So let's go and see what happened. What happened? So we did a pennant, a bull pennant over here. It broke out and went up. Okay? We did a descending wedge. It broke out and went up. But then the nastiness came out. You got nasty, VPR. You gave me a top, a second top, a third top. You even gave me the potential of a shoulder, head and shoulder, aka head and shoulder, bearish pattern, and we predicted that the price actually was going to go down. We were hoping it would hold at VWAP, but we weren't certain about it, and it did in fact go down. Okay, so you were a little nasty, but it's okay because you went up 121%, and we want to thank you for the memories. But what have you done for me today?
What have you done for me lately?
And today.
And today.
Well, today it ran 121%. But what have you done for me lately? All right. So right now it is consolidating. It's consolidating, right, Doubles? It's doing a little consolidation right now. All right. So we'll come back. We'll come back and take a look at you when you got some more volume, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a look at you when you got a little more volume. Let's go and see what else is going on. So we got a couple of tickers on the side chart, right? We got VVPR. We got VRPX. AP was another one that ran parabolic pre-market, 119%.
119%.
It was a ticker that we called last night for our Discord before the parabolic run.
Parabolic.
But right now, you are selling off, and this is a downward trend line that you need to break. If you don't break that trend line, it's you, not me.
It's you, not me.
It's you, not me. You are not interesting at this moment. Yes, you ran 119% this morning. I'll tell you a little bit about it. Let's do some story time, Doubles. We're going to do a little story time. Story time with AP. It's Ampco Pittsburgh unit announces commercial contracts wins. Ampco Pittsburgh subsidiaries announce commercial contract wins and strong growth in sales order backlog. This came out yesterday at 4:50 in the evening, but the float is 13 million, sadly, and the volume's only 9 million. So the volume is less than the float, and that's sad, I would tell you. Sad. So now it's breaking down. Kevin says, Coach Nick, money in the house, the man, there is no myth, just legend.
Yes,
Kevin,
sir.
you got nothing but love for my favorite wrestler. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. Love you, man. Love you, baby. All right, so we got the downward trend. It has to break that trend. Otherwise, not schmexy.
Not schmexy.
Not schmexy at all. We're going to go to LGVN, which is now moving again. LGVN, ladies and gentlemen, now moving again. Did it give us the ABCD? Did I miss it? See, it's toying with us. This is a very critical area for it to break out of. It is in a doji pattern, but could it be an ABCD? Let's take a look at it in the 1 minute. Let's take a look at it in the 1 minute. Let's read the news again for the folks that just came on board. So here's what's going on with this ticker. It announced a U.S. FDA grant on Loma Cell B, regenerative medicine advanced therapy, designation for the treatment of mild Alzheimer's disease. And what I like about it is it's only a 3 million float. I like that, okay? And it's currently got almost 20 million in volume. But here's the thing. This can either be an ABCD or it could be a double top right over here.
Double top right over there.
Okay? That's the story.
Yes, sir.
And the thing is, it is extended. See, I have it zoomed in. But if I don't have it zoomed in, look at it. It shot up like a rocket on the 1 minute. And it shot up like a rocket on the 5 minutes. So it's due for a pullback.
Oh.
But it's got some nice news. So I'm going to put it on a
Side chart.
side chart, FLA, ladies and gentlemen.
Sir.
Side chart.
FLA.
FLA, LGVN. You get a little side chart action over there. How come you didn't go into my side chart? LGVN, go into my side chart. There you go. So we'll put you in a side chart. We'll check in with you. Critical area that needs to break is $6.75. I think it still could have some steam in its tank.
Ooh.
But I thought tanks had gas. I don't know. Whatever. You know what I mean. Peoples, you know what I mean. Let's go take a look at SEAL. SEEL. Sealos Therapeutic. Sealos Therapeutic is a 91-cent stock, currently up 34 cents. I like the fact that it has only a 2 million float. Volume is not too shabby in pre-market. It's 6 million. But I like to see more volume, doubles. It needs vitamin V.
Vitamin V.
Vitamin V. It needs volume, ladies and gentlemen.
Volume.
Prescribed by your favorite doctor in Bangernomics.
Yes, sir. PhD.
PhD in
The
Bangernomics
Rainmaker.
from the Bang U University.
B.
Bang U University.
Big Bang University.
Big Bang U University.
BBU.
BBU. You want to subscribe to BBU? Come on now. Come on down to the university. All right, so we're looking at SEAL. We're looking at it. I'm looking at it closely. And I don't like what I see. I don't like it. Looks like a hot mess, yo. For real. All right, let's clear some of these drawings. Let's clear it up. Let's see what's going on. All right. So, I mean, theoretically, if I zoom in, we can see a lot of choppiness, a lot of top tails. So this is the type of ticker that could shred the daylights out of you.
Oh.
It needs vitamin V,
Vitamin V.
prescribed by your favorite doctor of Bangernomics
Dr. Doubles. Dr. Coach Nick. PhD.
in Bangernomics.
Bangernomics from BBU.
From Bang U University.
Bang U University.
All right. We're having way too much fun. So theoretically, we could say that it's trying to form a pennant over here, right? We could say that, but it needs vitamin V. It needs volume. It needs volume. If it doesn't have volume,
Yes, sir.
it ain't for me. It's you, not me. Sorry.
You, not me.
I used to say it's me, not you.
Yep.
No, it's you, not me.
Big Bang College.
Because you're just a ticker, so it's not like I'm talking to a person. Let's go to Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue is in the
Peggy
house.
Sue.
Peggy Sue is curling.
Woo.
Let's see what's going on with Peggy. How you doing,
Curl.
Peggy?
Curl.
I noticed you lost a little bit of your float. You were thick before. You were THICC with your float.
Actually, she's been working out.
You trimmed down, but I noticed you started putting back some more float. So you diluted a little bit because I know you were about 4 million shares yesterday. Now you're about 6.5. So you're putting back the float. You're putting back those floats, Peggy.
Peggy.
Mm. Dilution. But you're curling. You're up 12%. You had a nice little run yesterday. The float 6 million. Volume's only 1.6 million. Not enough volume, but it's trying to do a little curly Q over here. Theoretically, we could say maybe it's the beginning of a cup and handle, but you need to get some volume going on. You got some resistance at this level right here. So let's get the graffiti pencil out.
Yes, sir.
I'm doing some graffiti. I'm also an artist. I'm not just a doctor in Bangernomics. I'm also a graffiti artiste.
From Big Bang College.
Get my tissue, yo. I'm an artiste.
From the Big Bang College.
Banger University.
Banger
Bang U University.
Bang U University.
All right, so you got 2 levels of resistance over here.
BBU.
We got 2 levels of resistance. We've got potentially a couple of tops that we don't like. We don't like tops. We like bottoms, baby. We're all about the bottoms. I've been about bottoms my entire life, doubles. I'm just saying. I'm talking about stocks, doubles.
I know, that's what I said.
I'm just saying. So we got 1 top, 2 top, 3 top, and we also got a head right here. We got a head right here, right? So this is quite bearish, but if it can break through 260 and stay above, 280 and stay above, and get some volume, maybe, Peggy Sue, you can become schmexy, but you need vitamin V.
Vitamin V.
You need some volume. So, until you take your vitamins, it's time for us to get back on the Serengeti. There goes DBL Moms, prancing with a little bushy tail on the Serengeti, trying to ensnarl another stonk. Or a gazelle.
Or gazelle.
A stonk or a gazelle, don't matter.
The Serengeti specialist.
The
You don't
Serengeti specialist.
You don't question the Serengeti.
We prefer stonks.
Stonks.
But a gazelle, hey, you know, it's all right.
Eh.
It's all right. So we're back on the Serengeti. KZIA. KZIA, little penny action. And KZIA looks quite choppy. KZIA looks quite choppy. It tried to curl up, but we got a top wick. It's not particularly schmexy. It's up 18%, 23 cent stock. Float is thick, 19 million.
Thickness.
Volume, very, very scarce, 2.45. Not schmexy. Let's go to VRPX and see what it's doing. VRPX is the second leading gainer of the morning. It's testing the high of the day. We're watching it, 213. Get the graffiti pencil out, doubles. Here we go, little testy. It's testing 213. VRPX. It announced positive results on its swine model. It's breaking through. It's now up 86%, ladies and gentlemen. And we're watching it because now it's up 87%. And we got volume. Oh, looky. Level 2 is turning greeny. We got 93%, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to get the next bagger right now, doubles? Are we getting the next bagger? Let's see. We're watching. This is the 5-minute chart. Let's go to the 1 minute.
1 minute.
We're going to zoom in on the 1 minute. This is exciting. We got a little bit of a top tail. We don't like top tails, doubles.
We like the bottom.
It's
tail.
all about the bottom, baby. If you like bottom tails, put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Bottom tails.
Yes, sir.
All right, can it reclaim the wick, doubles? That's the question. We have a new level of resistance, which is the new high, graffiti pencil activated. Boom, right over there. And it is going to have to reclaim that. This is the 1 minute, and now it's doing a bit of a top tail. We don't like that. It needs to stay above this area over here, which is now support. It was resistance, but resistance can be futile.
Oh.
We got a lot of volume here, almost 13 million shares. It's a 1 million floater. It's a light float. It's got some news about swine, positive swine model pilot. Use swine, but we now have double nicks.
We like double bottom.
We like double bottoms on the 5 minute.
5 minutes.
It still has a top tail. If it goes below this level, it becomes less schmexy, and I will have to come back to you later. But I still got you on a side chart. VRPX, I got you on a side chart because you still look kind of schmexy.
Yes, sir.
You do. But, as I like to say,
What have you done?
what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? I know you ran 93%, but you got to give me over 100%. Hashtag no 10% runners. That's the other folks. That's the other folks. We got our degrees in Bangernomics at Bang U University.
Bang U University.
I have a PhD in Bangernomics, peoples.
In the Big Bang College.
In the Big Bang U University.
The Big Bang U University.
Yeah, top tail. Ah, I don't like those top tails. Let's go look at another ticker. I don't like those top tails. Let's go take a look at LGVN. LGVN, let me tell you a story about LGVN. Let's zoom in. LGVN was so cute when it was earlier in the day. It was so cute. And we were hoping that it would give us an ABCD after being super extended. But of course, that was very, very unlikely, but we were wishing it, you know? We were wishing it. So we're going to erase that drawing. Let's get rid of that drawing, get that out of the way. Yeah. Okay, so right now, we got some consolidation. We got resistance at 624. We got resistance at 675. And of course, we got resistance at 714, the high of day. And maybe we were a little bit early with the ABCD. But guess what, doubles? It looks like it's trying to get back into action. And LGV and does have news, doubles. You know what the news is, doubles? Let me tell you what the news is, doubles. The news is Longeveron announced a U.S. FDA grant on Lomecel-B, which is a regenerative medicine advanced therapy designation for the treatment of mild autism.
Ooh.
And the float's only 3 million, 0.8.
Wow.
The volume is already almost 23 million. So you know I'm going to be watching you. I got my
Already know.
eyes on you, LGVN.
Yeah.
I got my eyes on you. I'm still waiting for that ABCD. I'm going to get my graffiti pencil out again. I'm going to give you
make me.
another chance. Don't make me burn you again.
Don't make me burn you.
Don't make me do it. All right, so we got this, we got that, we got that.
Boing, boing, boing.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. You talk to me when you do that, okay? But it needs to stay above this level right here. It's got to break this level over here, and it's got to break this level over here, okay? If you can do that for me, we could be friends. Friends with trends, as I like to say. Friends with trends. If we don't get that, then I'm not particularly thinking you're too schmexy. Right now, you are up 122%. You were up a lot more than that. You were up a lot more than that earlier. So we'll come back to you. You're up 140 something percent earlier. So we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you while you try to resolve yourself. Try to resolve yourself. Let's go to VVPR. VVPR was so interesting when it came out yesterday with news. VVPR came out with news yesterday, and we basically called it for our Discord because that's what we do, yo. That's what we do. We are the Bangernomics experts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, baby. We call bangers all the belly. Just saying. All right, so here's the story with VVPR. Currently up 80%. It was up a lot more than that earlier in the morning. It was up 121%. And Viva Power secures extension to its $34 million loan financing facility. The Stonk Queen herself did a video on it last night.
Yes, sir.
Did a video on it last night before its parabolic run of 121%. But right now, after having two lovely bull patterns, this bull pennant right here, and it ran up. This descending wedge over here, and it ran all the way up. But then after that, it formed these triple tops over here, and it did a flusheroo below VWAP, and now it's trying to reclaim VWAP. So when you reclaim VWAP, we'll come back to you and check you out. I don't think VVPR is completely done.
Nah.
Unless they do a little dilution.
Dilution.
And I don't know if they got a shelf registration, but you never know.
You never.
You never know.
You
But
never.
you were schmexy, and thank you for the memories.
Thanks
Orlando
for the
says
memories.
OPTT. Yeah, you know me.
OPTT.
Yeah, you know me. All right, so it ran way back over here, and then it formed that head and shoulders. This was days ago, right? And then the price action went down as we predicted, so you could see all the drawings that we did back in the day. Now we're going to zoom in, and you could see it is on very low volume. You could see it is barcoding Orlando. It is barcoding my friend, which means it does not have a lot of liquidity doubles. And in fact, what you actually have is an upside down, or as they like to say, an inverted cup and handle. An inverted cup and handle is the opposite of a cup and handle. A cup and handle is a bull pattern. An inverted cup and handle, you're spilling the coffee out of it.
No, not
It's
the
a-
espresso.
It's a bear pattern.
Not the espresso.
So that's not good.
Not that beautiful Tierra
No,
Cubana.
it needs to break through. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in, doubles. It needs to break over this level. Let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil out. It's got to get over VWAP right here. That's a resistance area for it. It is an inverted cup and handle, and it is on a very light volume. You can see the barcoding. I will give you some levels of support and resistance just so we can have them. So this would be a support area over here, a support area over here,
No.
and support over here. But you got resistance right here,
No.
and a resistance over here, and resistance over here,
No.
and over here.
No.
Here,
Yeah.
resistance,
Yeah.
and resistance over there.
Mhm.
And then maybe over here,
Over there.
over there,
Over there.
and of course the
Right
recent
up there.
high over there. So
Yeah.
those are your levels, and it looks bearish. It looks like it formed an inverted cup and handle, and sadly, it looks like it could potentially do a flusheroo based on that cup and handle, unless it can get volume and break through the VWAP.
The VWAP.
The VWAP.
The
That's the
VWAP.
story, Orlando. That's what's up. Wish I had better news. All right, let's go to GXAI. GXAI in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, GXAI in the house. Gaxos partners with Meshi to deliver AI-generated 3D models in its products for game developers and publishers. The news came out at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Rocket Trades is AP, please.
AP, we'll do that in a second. Let me just do this one. All right, so the float on this is low, 817,000 shares. Volume is 3.89 million, but it did one of these round the corner things over here with this top tail. So you are not Schmexy.
Not Schmexy.
It's you, not me. Sorry. So Rocket wants to see AP. AP ran 119% pre-market early. Pre-market early. We called it last night for the Discord
Yes, sirree.
because that's what we do. We called it early before the close of after hours. But right now, time for some espresso. That ice espresso, though. So, Rocket, here's the story. It sold off after it went up 119%, and it has been selling off since then. This is a 5-minute chart, and you can see it's trending downward. VWAP's right over here, so we can get our graffiti pencil and say that this is a strong resistance area. But even before we get to VWAP, the price action has to break through this downtrend. And if we zoom in, we can see that the 9 EMA is below the 13, and the 13 is below the 20. We like to see 9 on top, 13 on bottom, 20 underneath that. And then we want to see VWAP underneath that. And right now we don't see that. We see the opposite. It's currently bearish. It's got to break the downtrend.
No bearish.
My pleasure. My pleasure, Rocket. My pleasure. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. How about FENG? It's a little bit thick. Let's check it out.
Ooh.
FENG. Phoenix. Okay, top tail right off the bat. I don't like top tails. Okay?
At the bottom.
I'm all about bottom tails. Do we have news on this ticker? No news, no news. There was news back in May. Kooky Feng among major communication service gainers. That was the news, so it wasn't anything in particular about this company. Volume very low, 100,000 shares. Float very thick at 11 million shares, and it's got a top tail red. Meh. You're taking my breath away. I need to go. KZIA, we spoke about this one a little bit earlier. KZIA, baby.
KZIA.
Top tail, but it's moving. It's a 42-cent stock. KZIA, currently up 88%. It actually went up 108% on the following news. Kazaya Therapeutics announced phase 2/3 clinical trial results for Paxlovid. Let's try it again. Paxlovid in glioblastoma. I guess that's like a cancer drug. A cancer drug. Can we just say a cancer drug? I'm going to just say a cancer drug. The float's kind of heavy, 19 million. Volume's only 7.6 million. And we got a top tail on the 5-minute. And we're going to go to the 1-minute. And on the 1-minute, it looks bearish. It looks like it's forming a head over here. Let's go and change the graffiti pencil so you can see it. We'll change it to white. Head, shoulder, and shoulder. All right, and even this candle over here on the 1-minute is a top tail. We don't like them top tails. We want some bottom tails. Not schmexy at the moment. Yes, you went up 98%. But what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? Let's go to other tickers that might be ticking. That's kind of cute, right, the Beal Moms?
Yeah.
Other tickers that are kind of ticking. Let's see. NC on the scanner. NC. Light volume, 21-cent stock, up 10%. Float, 6 million, but there's only 39,000 shares trading. No. No. I'm going to say hard stop right there. Let's go back to LGVN, which is the leading gainer of the morning that has been pulling back. Let's take a look at it. LGVN And right now it is 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we're getting very close to 9:30, and it's not giving me what I was hoping for, which is a potential ABCD pattern, and that's not good, because as we get closer to the 9:30 time frame, there's always the possibility of profit taking. Now, it's trying its best to form a bullish pattern, but it's not holding up, so I don't trust it. I don't trust it. That doesn't mean it can't be schmexy later in the day. But right now, you look kind of sneaky. You look kind of sneaky, you know what I mean? You don't, in other words, you don't look schmexy. Now, I know you got a 3.8 million float. I got that. And I know that your volume is 25 million. But you're pulling back on the 5 minute.
5 minute.
And if I go to the 1 minute,
1 minute.
you're pulling back on the 1 minute.
1 minute. No.
In fact, doubles, on the 1 minute, you're forming a double top right here.
Ooh.
And over here. Right there.
Ooh.
And that is not schmexy because,
vitamin
yeah, you need vitamin B, baby.
Vitamin B.
Because when you start forming a double top, this is what I'm worried about.
Yes.
And you need some vitamin B. Now, that being said, if it gets some, did I say vitamin B?
Vitamin V.
V as in vitamin.
I mean, B is good for energy, but I mean,
V as in volume.
V is in volume.
You need some volume, child. LGVN, it's good for your complexion. It's good for
It's good for your schmexy level.
It's good for your schmexy level. It's good for a lot of stuff. You need volume, baby, and you're just very bearish right now. So, yes, you ran 143% this morning. You got news. The news is schmexy. You got volume. You got a low float. I like all of that. But right now, you're extended. You're extended. You need to rest. You need to catch your breath and then turn back up again.
Come on, baby.
Come on. All right?
on.
You're on a side chart. FLA. Side chart.
FLA.
Side chart for you. Side chart for you. Let's go to VVPR. See what's going on with that ticker. And you could see that we had those wonderful pennants over here, right? We had a pennant over here, bull pennant. It went up. Had a descending wedge. It went up. And, of course, we came into a situation where you could either look at it as a head and shoulder, right? Head and shoulders, or a top, right? Either way, bearish and a sell-off. And when we zoom in, the key area right now is this VWAP. We need to see the price action break through VWAP. We need to see it break through VWAP. Right now, it is holding an upward trend, but it is still below VWAP. So VVPR does have news from last night. The news was that they secured an extension for their $34 million loan financing facility agreement. So that's a schmexy type of news. The float is particularly schmexy at 1.3 million. The volume is particularly schmexy at 20 million. But you're in this mode right now, so we need to see you break VWAP and continue to be curling. Curl. You go on a side chart, VVPR. Yes, you did run 121%. But lately, what have you been doing for me lately? Let's go to AP again, which ran quite a bit early in the pre-market. AP, you know me. But so far, continuing to trend downward and looking like it's losing volume. And it's barcoding. No. AP, you got a heavy float at 13 million and you only got 10 million in volume. You're up 43% right now, so you gave back a lot of those profits from earlier in the morning. It was Amco Pittsburgh subsidiaries announcing commercial contract wins and strong growth in sales orders backlog. That was your news. But because of your float, you're a little too thick. And you don't got a lot of volume. You need vitamin V.
Vitamin V.
Dr. and Bangernomics.
Bangernomics.
And Bangernomics.
Big Bang University.
Big Bang University.
BBU.
Yeah. Vitamin B. No, vitamin. Well, it could be vitamin B.
I mean, vitamin B gives the energy.
No, it could be vitamin B for Bangernomics.
Ooh.
Yeah, you need vitamin V for volume and vitamin B for Bangernomics.
Yes, sirree.
When you take that and you start getting some volume and you feel better, you let me know. But right now, it's you, not me. It's you, not me. What have you done for me lately? We're off to another ticker. Let's go to LGVN one more time and see what's going on with it. LGVN, we're checking you out. What's happening over here? What's going on? Is it still breaking down? It's trying to come back, Doubles. It's trying to break through that resistance level right over here. It needs to stay above 623. Then we want to see it break 674. And then, of course, go piercing through 714. It has some schmexy news.
Come on.
It's got some schmexy volume, 26 million now. Volume coming in. Float, schmexy, 3.8 million. Very low float, schmexy. Has news. It announced the US FDA grant on Lomocel B, which is a regenerative medicine, advanced therapy for the treatment of mild Alzheimer's. But right now it's consolidating.
Yeah.
And maybe there'll be some profit taking, and maybe there'll be another run. We will see, but right now you need vitamin V, volume.
Vitamin V.
And vitamin B.
Vitamin V.
For
vitamin
Bangernomics.
Yes, sirree.
You need some Bangernomics coming in. That's what we need. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on you. Let's take a look at NAAS. I don't think we talked about it. NAS ran a little bit yesterday, and it ran a little bit today. So let's take a look at what's going on. Let's take a look at it. Here's the story. It's $4.75. It's currently up 46% after being a lot more parabolic. It almost was a bagger at 100%. Wait a minute. Up. We got a ticker that just hit the scanner. ATNF curling. It had gone parabolic yesterday. It's curling. Only up 14%. The float is a micro mini skirt float of 903,000 shares, but there's only 183,000 in volume. Okay? They were granted an extension by NASDAQ on July 2nd to comply with continued listing requirements. That's the news. All right? So they had gone below. And it looks like it's doing a little bit of a bounce over here, but not particularly crazy. It was moving for a little bit, and now it's lost momentum back to NAAS. Doubles. NAS. Now, here's the story with NAS, since we were rudely interrupted. Okay? They regained minimum bid price compliance with NASDAQ. That was June 28th, Doubles. Nasdaq. The float is a little bit on the thick side at 10 million. The volume, a little anemic at 7 million. How could you have a float at 10 million and only give me 7 million in volume? I don't like that, Doubles. I need more volume. So here's the story. Graffiti pencil activated, Doubles. We got a downtrend. It seems to be trying to break the downtrend. It seems to be trying to hold up right over here, which is the 200. The 200. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated. 200 EMA. But it has resistance, and you are not particularly schmexy at this moment, even though you ran up earlier this morning 96%. Right now, you're struggling to break the downtrend. Therefore, thank you so much for the 96% run.
Thanks for the memories.
But what have you done for me lately? No. I'm a discerning connoisseur of stonks. And this is just not it. Sorry. It's you, not me. Let's go back. Oh, let's check Peggy Sue out. Peggy ran yesterday. Let's take a look at it. All right, so what's the story? Looks like it's got some toppage over here, which would be indicative of a potential flush. It needs to break levels at 260, 280, but right now, quite bearish, and it looks quite anemic on the 1 minute. Let's take a look at it on the 5 minute, and when you look at it on the 5 minute, it's got a head and shoulders thing going on. You got a shoulder. This one over here you could say is a shoulder, and the head's right there. So head and shoulders, that's bearish. So it needs to break this level at 260, break the level at 280 to become even remotely schmexy.
Yes, sirree.
That's what I'm saying. I want you to be schmexy, but if you're not schmexy, it's not me, it's you. I'm sorry. Sorry. Nothing personal. Nothing personal. A lot of these tickers are like,
Man.
right now.
Right now.
But I think later in the day, I could see LGVN getting schmexy. I could see VVPR getting schmexy. I could see VRPX getting schmexy. The other ones, I don't know. I don't know, doubles. I don't know. I mean, let's take a look at the news on LGVN. Let's take a look at LGVN's news, okay? And this is one of the reasons why I think it's schmexy. And it's currently up 108%. Let's not get it twisted, doubles. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a slouch, but it is selling off. We could see that it had formed that double top, and it's selling off. But it had some news, okay?
A little bit of news.
U.S. FDA granted Lomocel B, which is a regenerative medicine for the treatment of mild autism. No, not autism, Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's. Okay? And so that's the story. That's the story, and I'm sticking with it. Float was kind of low at 3.8 mil, and we had a lot of volume at 27 mil, but right now you are in a bearish pattern and you're pulling backwards. So we'll see what happens. Side chart. Side chart for LGVN, and the same thing with VVPR. VVPR ran very nicely today. It went up 121%. 121%. We did a nice little video about it before this parabolic run. Hope you saw it. But now it looks quite bearish, and it's struggling to break VWAP. So, what have you done for me lately? Okay, so it's got to get its act together. It's got to get above VWAP. Otherwise, not schmexy anymore.
Not schmexy.
VRPX is another one. Also moved quite nicely. Doubles, it moved quite nicely, but it's forming a bit of resistance right here. We could get a graffiti pencil out and update this, doubles. We could go ahead and update this. We got an upward trend. That's kind of nice. Strong resistance over here. So this could either become a double top, or we could potentially see a cup and handle formation. But we have a lot of top wicks, which is indicative of a lot of indecisiveness on the part of buyers. Now, what's the story with VRPX? Currently up 71%. It's $1.99. They announced positive results of swine model pilot study for something called Probudor. Okay, we're gonna check out NAAS next for DH Baba. That's going to be the next one. But that's what's going on with this ticker. Float 1 million, volume 16 million. But you got strong resistance right over here. It has to break that resistance at 211 to become schmexy. Now, for my man, DB Baba. DB Baba, NAAS. And as we said, it had a nice parabolic run earlier in the morning. It has a 10 million float, which is a little bit heavier than I would like, but it's not horrendous. But it only has 7.7 million volume. And there's the rub right there. So currently, it gave back a lot of its earnings. It was up 96% in the pre-market, 96%, which was schmexy, but it didn't give me the bagger.
It did give me the bagger.
And we are hunting for stonks that we can bag. We got the prancing DBL moms with a prancing little bushy tail in the Serengeti.
Yes, sir.
She's the Serengeti specialist. And she's looking for stonks every day that are bangers. Bangers, that's what she does.
Right there.
So here's the situation with NAAS. It has broken this downtrend, but it seems to be moving on very low volume. We have resistance at 483 that it needs to break. It needs to break above VWAP, which is at 532, and it just needs volume. So right now, without volume, not particularly schmexy. It does have some news, okay? It regained compliance with NASDAQ. That's the news, the NASDAQ. But, yeah, it just doesn't have the volume. So until it gets volume, vitamin V, not schmexy at all. All right, so that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be moving over to our Discord to continue live streaming. We invite you to come on over. There's a link in the description and in the pinned comment to sign up for a 5-day trial. It's $1. It's very, very low. $1. Come on over and check us out, cooking in real time, where we get a lot more in depth and a lot more serious. Oh yeah. All right, so we'll see you over there. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, can you do what Dr. Doubles was going to ask, which is?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing is caring, peoples. Sharing is caring, my dear indelibles. Also, if you're not following us on X.com, a.k.a. Twitter,
Yes.
go ahead and follow us. Go follow us. It's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And of course, you can follow us on Twitch at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that simple. All right. Listen, be very greenable. Make a lot of money. We love you, peoples. We love our indelibles. We want you to make a lot of money because I am Coach Nick Money.
PhD in Bangernomics.
PhD in Bangernomics from the University of Bangor University.
Bangor University.
Bangor University, ladies and gentlemen. Expert in Bangernomics. That's
Yes,
us.
sirree.
Yes, sirree. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Nick Money.
DBL Knicks.
And the Stomp Queen herself, the one, the only, the prancing Serengeti specialist, DBL Moms. And that is the show.